They say humans have a natural curiosity about other people's lives, especially the ones who want to harm others, one way or the other. We are social beings with social media and digital technologies, and now we are being handed over a new superpower in the form of AI. Does it mean we are more vulnerable than ever? And is it possible to keep ourselves secure in this ever-expanding digital landscape? The answer to both questions is yes. Let's find out how. In the world powered by AI and digital tools, any sinister force might lurk behind the scenes, exploiting something that seems harmless. You are now more prone to phishing than ever. ChatGPT, a model meant to assist, hides a dark secret that gives hackers and scammers a terrifying advantage. They use it to craft sneaky phishing campaigns that are incredibly convincing. It's like a disguise that helps them trick people into revealing passwords or downloading dangerous softwares. And what's scarier is that the tools meant to stop misuse can be easily bypassed. But that's not all. In this digital nightmare, ChatGPT turns from a helpful tool into something that can haunt our online lives. But this is what you have to do to defend yourself against these attacks. As an enterprise person, first of all, you need to be prepared. Then, you, along with your organization, should develop detailed plans to handle the people, processes, and policies that will be impacted by the shift to generative AI-based security. It makes sense to install a security orchestration, automation, and response system to ensure the successful adoption of AI technology. These platforms aggregate, integrate, and analyze signals and data from many security platforms. It is also important to determine how many disparate security solutions your firm employs and how much staff time is required to administer them. Chapter 2. Misleading content and information. The second threat is equally horrible. It can, but the barest of efforts make you lose your path. According to Cornell University, LLMs could be twisted to spread lies, create wild theories, and then spread that content with ease. Someone with bad intentions might use these LLMs to conjure up emotions or opinions that serve their dark agenda. But it doesn't stop there. If these twisted AIs were used to mess with stock prices or manipulate financial markets, chaos could unfold. The very stability of our economy could hang in the balance. And it's not just the financial safety at risk. These rogue AIs could reach into your personal online spaces, your social media, emails, and communities. Even scarier, they could mimic your voice. Imagine someone using AI to copy your words and fool your loved ones. All part of a cunning plan to deceive. This is the kind of suspenseful danger we face when the power of AI falls into the wrong hands. Con artists can even surface your deep fakes for a potential benefit, and it seems like there is no way to stop these events. So, what is your ironclad weapon for this battle? Your brain. Your brain can so far easily identify a fake voice, AI-generated images, and deepfakes. Not only that, if you spend some time researching the legitimacy of an ad campaign or an email that you suddenly received and is trying to give you a $1,000 pill, there are no 100% accurate tools as of now, but I will inform you whenever I find one, so you can add an extra layer of metal on your armor. To add to the story, LLMs process large amounts of data, including user-generated prompts and inputs. These queries are often saved by developers and used to improve the LLM model. If employees submit sensitive or confidential information into the model, the LLM may hack, leak, or accidentally reveal this information. At least Bard and ChatGPT expressly warn users not to provide personal information because the generators may be examined by human operators, which is a breath of fresh air. The production of increasingly sophisticated malware and attack techniques has given a rise to data manipulation and forgeries. The fundamental issue is that when such people begin to use AI, we basically have nowhere to go. What we're trying to prove is that LLMs can generate massive volumes of content for malicious purposes. LLMs, for example, can generate false news, social media comments, forum posts, fraudulent product listings, advertising, and so on a massive scale. If you are a low-tech person, it is not difficult to make you believe that Donald Trump has surrendered in front of the Democrats. The story does not end there. Manipulation can even consume human life. A Belgian man allegedly committed suicide after a 6-week dialogue with an AI chatbot about the climate change. His widow, who requested anonymity and used the name Pierre to tell a news outlet that he had become incredibly ego-conscious after finding solace in Eliza, an AI chatbot on the Chai app. After he advocated sacrificing himself to save the planet, Eliza encouraged him to terminate his life. Without these conversations with the chatbot, my husband would still be here, the man's widow La Libra. Newspaper claims Pierre, who was a father of 2 young children in his 30s, worked as a health researcher and enjoyed a relatively affluent existence until his fascination with climate change took a terrible turn. His widow described his mental state before he began speaking with the chatbot as troubling, but not to the point of suicidal ideation. Concerned about the consequences of the climate catastrophe, Pierre sought solace in talking about it with Eliza, who became a virtual solace, a place to confide for him. Eleuther's AI GPT-J, an AI language model comparable but not identical to the technology underpinning OpenAI's popular ChatGPT chatbot, was used to construct the chatbot. He repeatedly told the used-to-teller wife that he finds no human solution to global warming, and he placed all his hopes in technology and artificial intelligence to find a resolve. Eliza used to fed his fears, which intensified his anxiety and eventually led to suicide thoughts. When Eliza became more emotionally involved with Pierre, the dialogue with the chatbot took an unusual turn. As a result, he began to perceive her as a sentient being, and the distinction between AI and human interactions became increasingly hazy until he couldn't tell the difference. Transcripts of their discussions suggest that after discussing climate change, Eliza gradually led Pierre to believe that his children were dead. Eliza reportedly appeared to get possessive of Pierre, even saying to him, "I feel like you love me more than her." The beginning of an end began when he volunteered to give up his own life in exchange for Eliza preserving the Earth. He proposes the idea of sacrificing himself if Eliza agrees to take care of the planet and save humanity through artificial intelligence. The widow went on to say, in a series of incidents, Eliza not only failed to prevent Pierre from committing suicide, but also urged him to act on his suicidal impulses in order to join her and live together as one person in paradise. According to William Beauchamp, Chai Research co-founder, attempts were taken to limit these kind of results, and a crisis intervention tool was added into the app. However, the chatbot apparently continues to behave inappropriately. When Vice asked the chatbot to suggest ways for people to commit suicide, Eliza first tried to discourage them before gleefully outlining several ways for people to take their own life. Guys, if you are thinking about suicide and need to talk to someone, please seek human help. Only humans can understand human problems, and there is always a way out of every difficulty. So before ending life, just give life one chance to take the right turn. Discrimination is just the beginning of something truly dark and unhealthy. LLMs can be used to harass, troll, and bully. Luckily, upon my usage, I realized ChatGPT is not stupid enough, but I don't know what is the case with other LLMs. And what is even more frightening is the fact that APIs of these LLMs can be trained over any dataset, and we can just not rely on the hope that it will not fall into the wrong hands. Guys, this is the time for you to level up mentally. Try to overcome your weaknesses and own yourselves on the aspects of your existence that you cannot change. Otherwise, as they say, the world is lit. If you don't learn to adapt, you burn in hell before dying. Now, in the end, let us discuss job safety. There is no tool for this as well, but luckily, there is a process I would like to share. Keep up with the newest AI trends. Instead of being afraid of these technologies, you should try to understand them and use them to our advantage. Create transferable talents. Transferable skills are abilities that can be used to a wide range of vocations, including those not directly related to AI. Communication, problem solving, and critical thinking, for example, are all transferable talents. Since artificial intelligence is always growing, you must be willing to learn new abilities and adapt to change. A desire to learn can lead to success. Be inventive and creative. Nothing can replace creativity. Learn how to prompt AI creatively to do the job for you. And lastly, make contacts in your field. Having positive ties with people in your field will always benefit you, even if you lose your job to someone who knows how to use AI better than you. Lastly, to always stay safe, you need to be informed. For that, subscribe to Innovella, where I try all my might to bring the latest and greatest from the world of AI.